Nivea Creme is probably one of the oldest skincare products out there. I mean, the first batch was made in 1911, and since then, it's been a favorite product among grandmothers around the world, and allegedly, it was one of Marilyn Monroe's secret to glowing skin on camera. But there are things that you should know about Nivea Creme before using it, and this video is all about doing a deep dive on that blue jar, especially when it comes to the 3 big ingredient concerns that you've probably glanced over and the 4 biggest cons to using Nivea Creme that you may have never even considered till now. Definitely stay tuned until the end, and I'll also reveal to you what my favorite Nivea Creme alternative is. And no, it's not La Mer. If you guys are new here, this channel is all about helping you make informed decisions as well as be in the know when it comes to your health and wellness. And I would love for you all to gently tap on that like button down below. And if you really like the content, then I'd love for you all to subscribe as well. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. You see, back in the day, lanolin was the only cure for dry skin. Tough luck if you wanted something else. So when Nivea Creme came along, it was a huge deal as it was revolutionary because it was the first water and oil emulsion you could buy in a shop or apothecary. This type of formula proved to be super moisturizing. It created a barrier on the skin that keeps moisture in and bacteria out. And the simple blend of glycerin, paraffin, and mineral oil was just right enough for doctors to order it for their patients who had dry skin, causing all the women to go crazy for it. And if you fast forward to today, Nivea is still popular because for the most part, it suffices and the cream inside it is still the same cream. And you see, that's the problem I have. What was revolutionary back then doesn't mean it still needs to be today. I mean, we now have a better moisturizing ingredient system, don't we? Plenty of antioxidants and a plethora of peptides that can provide moisture and fight wrinkles. Why do we still need Nivea? Especially when you look at the 3 ingredient concerns for both the German and American product. And by the way, if you're curious on how they compare, the German one is thick but dries quickly to a satiny, non-greasy finish, and the American version is thicker and feels greasier on the skin, which is why the German version may be more preferred. The first ingredient of concern on the list is the fragrances. You see, the bulk of Nivea Creme is the first 4 ingredients. You got water, mineral oil, petrolatum, and glycerin, which are all great ingredients. The fragrances, however, are the big issue here, giving Nivea, its most famous scent. A very classic floral scent, the kind of scent you'd get a whiff of if you hugged your grandma. Not too strong, but just right. You see, my problem is that with fragrance in the US and perfume in the EU, it's a generic term that can be made up of anywhere from 30 to 50 chemicals on average. So if you're someone who likes to know what you put on your face, then fragrance is not your friend, especially if your skin is sensitive to fragrances, because you never know what chemicals they are because they won't tell you. The second ingredient is the methyl chloroisothiazolinone and the methyl isothiazolinone. Not only are these 2 ingredients mouthfuls, they can also be potential skin sensitizers and irritants. So if you want to have irritation with Nivea Creme, these ingredients could be the culprit and can explain why you don't see the results everyone else does. Interestingly though, the German Nivea doesn't include them, and I wonder why. And the third ingredient is the diethyl oleate, which is found in both the German and American versions. It has a comedogenic rating of 3, which if you look at this chart, you start to see that it's about a rating of 3 when it begins to clog pores and cause acne. So if you want to break out when using Nivea, this may be the reason why. Now that we got the ingredients out of the way, let's look at the 4 big disadvantages of using Nivea Creme. The first is you'll be introducing your skin to fragrances without properly identifying if your skin can tolerate them or not. Secondly, it's a very basic formula that really won't do anything else besides moisturize your skin. And the third is some people find it way too greasy and may have a hard time drying on your skin as well, which can be annoying. And lastly, probably the most important disadvantage is all the allergens that it contains. The big one here being lanolin, which is a problem with lanolin allergies. Because you may or may not know this, but lanolin alcohol is a fatty alcohol derived from sheep that makes an excellent emollient. I don't disagree that it has its beneficial uses, but it can be comedogenic for some people as well as cause a reaction. Not to forget to mention limonene. You got geraniol, hydroxycitronol, linalool, citronellol, cinnamyl alcohol. These are all allergens, and yes, I get it. It's in a lot of products. Does that necessarily make a product bad? No, maybe 1 or 2 could be fine, 3 max, but any more than that, I would start questioning what my other alternatives are, especially if I'm trying to find a basic moisturizer that works. And the good news is that it's not hard at all to find one that is a lot cleaner. Which brings me to my current favorite moisturizer alternative to Nivea Creme, which is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, which is free from lanolin, drying alcohols, petrolatum, talc, formaldehyde, and a lot more potentially irritating substances, which you can pick one up down below in the description box of this video. Click that red subscribe button and let me know what your thoughts are.